Does your mix sounds good but lacks of professional weight? You know, the punch, the warmth you hear in your favorite records? Most of the time that expensive sound came from, especially from the master bus, rig. So on today's video, I'm going to show you how I use all this gear in my master bus. So let's go. So on today's video, let's go to listen the new song of the Night Hand. We just finished to record this one. We have the vocals already set. And yeah, so let's listen this one. So before to show you how it is, I have only the plugins and all my all my AnalogGear situated for the mix. The rest is pretty much empty. So you will hear, you will listen here the auto. This is only for the alignment. I have a little bit EQ and the compression for the kick in, and that's it. So the rest of this is just pretty much raw tracks. Same with the bass. I have the suit just for get a better sound for the bass. Was a little bit too muddy on the bass DI. I have the True Screamer and Ampeg just to get a little bit of the clarity. Same with the guitar suit and also outer line, and the vocals the same. Nothing there, is just pretty raw tracks. And also I have some effects here there. So you want to listen only the drum reverb, the drum reverb, the guitar effects if the song have a solo or not, and the vocal reverb, that's it. So the rest is pretty much this and the 3 plugins on the master bus. But now, let's focus on this, okay? So, first of all, I started with the pannings, as you see, levels. This is the way I want to sound this. Just in case, this is not a rule, this is how I do this. But now, let's check it out how this sound everything, okay? So, let's see. Let me put here my iPhone, and in that way you will see what the hell I'm talking about. 1 second. All right, so you're going to see the iPhone right now. Cool. So, first of all, I have the SSL Fusion, okay? So this is my finalizer, okay? This is where all the audio, from Pro Tools came out just in case for the Danger box. So this is my summing box. So came out, hit here, and this came out and go here on the SSL Fusion, okay? So let's see. For this case, because now I have the API EQ, I don't use anymore the value EQ. I use it sometimes, depends of the material, depends of the project, and depends of the band. Yes, but now it's always off, okay? So let's focus on the high pass filter, vintage drive, the high frequency compressor, the stereo image, and the insert. So is these 2 guys plus this one, but let's go there later, okay? So let me take off the insert. So now with this off, the EQ, the compressor, and the Rupert Neve, the tape emulator are off, okay? So let's focus on this guy. Oh, and also here in Pro Tools, let me bypass these guys, okay? All right, so let's see. Let me take it off these guys, okay? By the way, I will not talking deeply how to use all this because I have videos. Every single piece of gear, I have videos for how you can use this, okay? So let's see. Let's start with the mix. Let's start with the song. All right, that's how it started, okay? Let's start with the vintage drive. That adds color. By the way, I forgot. I set up the high pass filter in 40 Hz. So 40 Hz to down is gonna be filtered, okay? Then jump into the high frequency compressor. Then go to the stereo image. Pay attention how the sound is gonna be wired. Okay? Now let's put a little bit of the more transformer sound. Okay. Let me bypass this. Listen without. Yes, I know. It's a change of the level, but this is how you mix with AnalogGear because you need to push everything harder. And also, my state gauging is low to get more headroom, as you see here in your screen. I have all this headroom to play. So don't go say, oh my God, you do this wrong. No, it's because you don't know how to working with AnalogGear, especially on the master bus. So let's play this again. Cool. Now, let's go to the insert. So let me take it off this, guys. Okay. Bypass here. Now let's go again, okay? One second. So, let's see. Let's engage the insert. Now I'm capable to use this guy. So, listen the TK audio. This is the glue, okay? This is SSL Bus Compressor clone by TK Audio. The model is a BC501. Okay, so listen how you do everything. Wait a second when the sounds come better. There it is. Sounds. I mean, listen, pay attention. Everything sounds independent, but with this is the glue, and this is how it starts more like a record. Now let's go to the soul. The soul of the sound is going to be here, okay? This is the Rupert Neve, the tape emulator, the 542. So let's put the tape effect in. All the way is there, and then let's put the cigarette. The soul is here. Now my science go to the API, the 5500 or the 5500. I don't know. Sorry. Anyway, so I already around like a 50 hertz, 1000, 5 kilohertz, and 12 kilohertz. Okay, listen. The punch. Listen one more time, okay? Without. Pay attention to the punch, the clarity, and how API give you to the moon. Oh my God, this is incredible. This is so super cool. Now let me stop this. So after I got all this gear, give me the sound I really want for this specific record. You know? Now I go to the plugins. So, then you ask me, yeah, but why are you using this plugin? So this is EQ plugin, or could be any EQ plugin, depends on the material. If you have this guy, why? Because you need to clean up a little bit the low mid range is between 600 to 400 hertz. Check it out. Check out how it's gonna be clean, and also I cut a little bit of the 18 kilohertz. Check it out. Pay attention. Hold on. Sounds cleaner, and that cleanness sounds like a little more pro. There it is. Off. On. So, and also, what does that mean? You can be clean, but without losing the soul of the band. One more time. Nice. Then, my next plugin is the oxygen flavor. I have a video for this one specifically, so you can go to my channel and listen. This is gonna make everything sound fat, huge, wide. Listen. Without. Yes, and then with SSL, I mean with universal audio ampex. So why? You ask, dude, you have a tape emulator here. Yes, it's a tape emulator, but I'm using this for giving more, like I told you, for more soul, more vibe, and just giving that kind of type-ish. But to get even more closer to the tape stage, like your favorite records, you know, for the 80s and also 90s and also early 2000s, I want to get this more, a little more of that. So listen, in this case, it's subtle. I don't want that too much because I have a pretty cool sound. So listen. It's subtle, without. Wait. Of course, I can change to 30 IPS to 350 to 375, but for this, 15 is the best. And also, I want to be efficiency cube here to give me more like a mid-range. And why the mid-range for me is so important, because all the frequencies on the mid-range is going to give you the clarity, you know? Now listen, all these bypass, all the, specifically this. Wait. Yes, you can mimic this with plugins, but that's the reason mechanics pay me. Because I know how to do this, and also because of this. Because some of this gear still, I could pay with the credit card. So this is my rig. This is my rig in 2025. Okay, I very like about all these specific, you know, racks and also models I bought through all this time, and then I'm pretty sure like this is the sound I really like so far. Eventually, I want to buy more stuff. You know how it is, but I don't want to make like a war between digital and analog. I don't want to say that because I started with plugins and that's it, you know. Plugins is gonna give you, yes, it's gonna give you color and also warm and punch too. But the main difference is with this one is way more quickly. And still, the audio go through to the transformers, to diodes, to resistors, to all this kind of stuff is gonna make your sound change. And then you will see it. Okay, so I hope you take this for a cool, let's see, inspiration, you know, how to use, you know, if you don't have all this, you can find plugins for this anyway. Okay, so but this is a good inspiration for you if you know how to use, you know, what is the plugins for your master. Oh no, so this is a very, very important key. This will sound, I mean, this sounds cool because it's the recording process. The recording process was amazing. If you record bad, forget about it. If you have $1 million, you know, gear, it will sound bad. Well, depends on the band and also depends how you record. And well, that's it. Bye guys. Yeah.